Alright, this will be the 5th tutorial video on Hypernodes. And the topic today is our Discord bot integration. So say you have an interesting graph and you want to use it somewhere. Maybe it's a bot that's interesting to chat with, or has some interesting information plugged in. The easiest way to access the graph that you've made outside of the development tool is a Discord bot. And there are other ways. It's an API too, so you can run your own client, but the Discord bot is the easiest way to do it. There's two options here, and you can see in our Discord bot document here, it goes into detail. First is the general purpose bot, and that's the second option here on this website. It's the hosted solution. This is the easiest one to deal with because we're already hosting it. All you need to do is configure it in your channel. So you can only add the Discord bot to your server if you have admin privileges there. But if you do have a server where you're an admin, you can just make your own if you're just testing with the bot. You can just take the link and add it to the server. You can choose which server to add it to. I recommend taking all the permissions. Just authorize it and it will show up in your server. There you go. It's called hypothetical. And now if I type a message, it'll respond that I need to set up the bot. This is pretty easy to do. Just open up the basic graph here. Here in the Save tab, there's this info about the graph, and it has this command here. So I just copy, paste in the channel with the bot, and this is by channel, by the way. So you set it up by channel. And now it'll respond as that basic graph. And well, you can see it's just the basic ChatGPT. You can use your own graph, of course, and that's the point of doing that. So we could set up our data store do that we made in the last video. If we wanted a nicer interface where you could open an app and ask ChatGPT to give you a recipe, store items in a pantry, or since that graph is actually general purpose, you could do whatever you want with a changeable data store. You could have a channel for, I don't know, a wardrobe channel, maybe. Maybe it can give you wardrobe recommendations. Anyway, that's it for the hosted bot. Let's take a brief look at the open source solution. And I guess the main issue with the hosted bot is it's not super secure. If you're just with your friends and you all are okay with seeing this key, maybe it's okay if your friends can modify the bot because you can modify the graph if you have this key. Maybe this is a good option if you're just with your friends, but on a public server, you're going to have problems if you do that. So that's what the open source bot is for, and you'll have to host this yourself, and you can host it on DigitalOcean. It's a cheap place to hire a cloud server, or you can just have it on your own computer. You don't need to bother with port forwarding or anything with this bot. If you just run the program and it's connected to the internet, it will act as your bot. So let's get into it. So I'm opening the link here to the open source bot. This is the GitHub page, but don't worry, it's pretty straightforward if you just want to run the bot. Well, the instructions are down here, but you can also just click this pre-built .zip, download it. Open it up. Extract. All right, here it is. So there's two things to pay attention to: config.json, discordbot.exe. Let's configure the bot first. So these are the same fields that you have to supply to the hosted bot, with the exception of this Discord token. And for that, you'll need to set up your own Discord bot to the Discord development console, which I'll show you how to do briefly. So let's do that one first. So get started, create app. Just enter your name for your bot. Go to the bot tab, demo bot, and now you click the reset token button and you can get a token for the bot. And yeah, this bot, I'm not going to use it for anything, so it's all right to show you the token. So you just paste the token here, and everything else will be straightforward to set up. Graph username. So, well, that would be over here. So it's the username. So that's under settings under username here. And I'll just paste it in. Selected graph. That's just the graph name. That's under the save tab. And paste it. And the account key, again, that's your secret key under the settings. And paste it. Save. Go back to that file. Now, all we have to do is run this Discord bot executable here. If you want to be more careful about knowing what you're running, you can easily inspect the code for the open source app and compile it yourself. Well, you can see I got this error here, disallowed intents. That means I need to allow it to receive message content. Let's do this one as well, server members intent. That should do it. So I'll just close it, launch it again. Here it is launching. You can see it successfully set the graph to basic. So now all that's left is to create an invite link. Here you go into OAuth and URL generator. This will generate a link that you can send to people to invite the bot to your server. So check bot, check all those text permissions, and well, you can check other permissions too if you need client functions to be able to do these, but just for the basic bot, let's just take this. So I have a server here, bot demo, and I'm an admin. So just paste it into your browser. You can select which server. And there's all the permissions you set in the console. So just allow those. And there you go. You see the new bot in your server. And no setup required. It should just respond as the graph you've configured in that file. And you can even see some debug messages about the different channels it's talking on. Each channel that it's in will have a different conversation history. If you add it to multiple servers, they won't interfere with each other, and each channel will have its own data key, which is the second field passed to the graph. This is the case for both the hosted bot and the open source bot. So, I hope you enjoy. See you in the next video.